Hey everybody, Joe here. I want to check out today a puzzle called Wandering in Uncertainty. And I believe I've heard this pronounced by Patrick Junke. If that is incorrect, please correct me. But I did this puzzle yesterday because it was suggested by Patrick. And for whatever reason, my audio was messed up. Every time Windows updates, it seems it messes up my audio, and I forgot to set them in my OBS recorder, so yeah, that was a bummer because I actually solved it, and I was the second person that solved it. So it hasn't been seen much. The link will be below. You guys just click on it if you'd like and check it out for yourself. It is quite the puzzle. It is very difficult and it is very tricky, which you will see as I go along. I think it was 4 stars in difficulty, but without further ado, I will read these rules. Normal Sudoku rules do not apply indeed, and this is Wandering in Uncertainty. I don't know if I've said that yet, by Patrick Yunk. One row contains each of the digits from 1 to 9. Each other row contains 8 of the digits 1 to 9, one being repeated, thus one missing from 1 to 9. When the repeated digit is from the labyrinth set of digits, which we'll find out later what the labyrinth is, then the missing digit is from the wall set of digits, and vice versa. If a digit is repeated in a row, it cannot be the repeated digit again in another row. If a digit is missing in a row, it can't be the missing digit again in another row. Columns obey to the same rules. The one column contains the digits 1 to 9. One column is normal, in other words, and the others contain a repeated digit and a missing one, etc. And then the missing one can't be missing twice, the repeated one can't be repeated twice in the same column, etc. And then marked regions also obey the same rules. So all of those rules will also apply to every one of these regions. Also, the outlined areas. Okay, and the labyrinth is all occurrences of 5 of the digits to be determined constitute an area of orthogonally connected cells called the labyrinth. The 4 other digits are thus always wall. A black square in the middle of a 2x2 cell square indicates that these 4 cells are all walls. We have one of those right here. Now go ahead and start coloring. So those are walls. The black square tells me that. A white square in the middle of a 2x2 cell square indicates that these 4 cells are a labyrinth. If we look, we have a lot of white circles, but we do not have any white squares. So there are no marked 2x2 area of labyrinth. An arrow indicates a dead end in the labyrinth and points toward the exit of the dead end, i.e. the only cell to which it is connected. And other clues are: an X between 2 cells indicates that their digits sum to 10. We have a load of X's around. A dot between 2 cells indicate that their digits are consecutive. The dot is white when the cells are from different types, one wall, one labyrinth. So we get 2 labyrinths here right off the bat. The dot is black when the cells are from the same type. Both walls are both labyrinth. So this one here will be the only dot that has both colors. Or the same color, I mean. Okay, all black squares, blank squares, which are white squares. All black squares, white squares, X's, black dots, white dots, and the arrows are given. All of them are given. And then finally, the less than sign here in the corner between two cells correspond to the mass symbol inferior, superior, or less than, greater than, as you may know it commonly. Okay, I want to go right back to this one though. All black squares and white squares, mainly. So there are no white squares, and since that's all of them, that means, and since there was only this one black one, that means there will not be a 2x2 again. There will not be a 2x2 of any color again other than this one, because it was marked and all of the squares were given. Okay, very important part of that rule set. Very lengthy, but it needs them all. So yeah, it was good. So this tells me, oh, I also want to note that there were no arrows, which means that there is no dead end to the labyrinth. Because this is not doubling up as an arrow. So there is no arrow. That is just the math symbol, less than, greater. So the labyrinth must get out here. The white dot makes that gray. The labyrinth cannot dead end, so this must be yellow. And then these are the same color. Well, they cannot be yellow because there would have to be a white square there. So those are gray, which makes that one, the white dot makes that yellow. This cannot dead end. That makes that gray. Okay. Okay, if this was gray, then yellow would have to get out here. So yellow would have to be all three of those. If all three of those were yellow, then both of these would be gray. We cannot have another 2x2 here because there would be another black square right there. So this is yellow, which makes that gray. This cannot dead end for yellow, and yellow needs out, and the white dot makes that gray. Yellow needs out again, so we look like that. Now in this top right corner up here, if this was yellow, the white dot would force this to be gray and we would have a dead end. So it cannot be yellow. The white dot will make this one yellow, and yellow cannot dead end, so it must make a little corner. This one will now be gray, the white dot, and that was because of the white dot. Again, the white dot will make this one yellow. Yellow needs to get out. If it went up, it would have to come back around. So it does not go up because we cannot have a 2x2 once again because there's no white square. So that looks like that. It looks like that. Yellow will not dead end. So that is gray. Yellow must come out here and here. And the white dot makes that gray. Yellow comes out. And we look like that. This one is going to be the same. If this was yellow, that would be gray, and that would be a dead end. So that is gray. That is yellow. Yellow makes a corner, which makes that gray, because we cannot have a 2x2. This white dot will make this one gray. Yellow needs out, which the white dots make those gray. Yellow needs out again. Okay. Alright, and now I think think I looked over here, because this is kind of like what to do now kind of thing. Oh, this row. It only has one gray. So it has to have at least 2 more. Because a normal row, which actually right here we have a normal row, which is 5 labyrinth and 4 wall. So as far as grays are concerned, or the wall, there can be 1 missing or 1 extra. So they have to be 3 to 5 in every row. And then for yellow, there's 5 normally, so they have to be 4 to 6 yellows in every row. Okay, so we know, so that tells us for this row here, we have to have at least 2 more gray. They both can't be here, so this one is one of them. So that is gray. And now we know that yellow comes either down or over. And we can, and this is one of each, in other words. So if this was gray, I'm just gonna slash it like that. Then this is yellow, and that is gray, and that is yellow, and yellow must come up. And then yellow would come down. These would be gray. That would be gray. So these 3 would be yellow. That would be yellow. So that may be, if this was yellow, that would have to be gray. This would have to be yellow. Those would have to be gray. This would be yellow. That would be yellow. That would be gray. That would make a corner. This would be gray. That would be gray. And then this one would be yellow, and it would be a dead end. So yellow here is wrong. So that is gray. And that is yellow. That is yellow. These white dots make them alternate, so I'm getting that. And that must get out. Yellow must come out. The white dots make those gray. Yellow must come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. Well, yellow must come out this way. But we also have 5 yellows in this column. And we know that this white dot is going to give us another yellow, which will be the maximum. So this one has to be wall gray, which will make that one yellow. Yellow will need to make a corner. That one will be gray because of the white dot. This one is yellow. And now if we look at this region, we have our normal unaltered 5 labyrinth and 4 wall region. So this is our normal region down here in the corner. There are no repeated, no missing. Okay. If this is yellow, it would make this gray, and then in order to avoid having a 2x2 of gray, yellow would have to be down here in one of these, and if we did that, it would make a dead end. So this cannot be yellow, it must be gray, and that one is yellow, and then yellow must come out, and it cannot dead end. Which, I mean, I guess I could have got the corner by just saying it simply couldn't dead end as well. This one cannot be gray because it would give us another real region. So it must be yellow. And plus it was about to make a 2x2 and there's no black square there. There's another reason. And now we've also had our real row. We've had our real row, and that is important because we cannot have another real row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those could all be gray though. Or there could be 2 yellows and a gray. Yellow is all orthogonal at the moment, all good. Are there any white dots that I missed coloring? I don't think so. There's 4. This cannot be one of each because we've had our real row. It cannot be 2 yellows. Oh, right. The only other possibility then is 2 gray. If it was one of each, it would be a real row, but we've already had that. If it was 2 yellows, it would make a 2x2, so it must be 2 gray. And now this white dot will make that one yellow. Yellow cannot dead end, and we were about to make a 2x2 of gray. Can't have that. Yellow cannot dead end still. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these have to be the same color as well. These cannot both be yellow. Is that important? Not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think we've had our real row yet. We have not. So one of these 4 are real. If this is... if this is gray, well, let's just do this. Because if this is gray, this also has to be gray. Or else it would be our second real row. So let's just do that. It would make yellow go there. We've had our real region. So both of these could not be gray. Oh, this one's about to dead end, so that would have to be there. 3, 4, 5, 6, and that would be gray. But in doing that, when that would work. So let me back up that and say did I go back far enough? Those are both yellow. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 6, 4, 6. Okay. So if these are both yellow, then that has to be gray. And then one of these would have to be gray, which is going to break it. So if these are yellow, that has to be gray to avoid the 2 by 2. But then these cannot both be yellow. Oh, but they can both be gray. No. They can't both be gray because this one being gray would give us 2 real rows. But then this one being gray would force this one to yellow, and then we would have another real region, and we've already had a real region. So these 2 cannot be yellow. Those 2 are gray. Makes this come out to not dead end. This one comes out now to not dead end. And this one cannot be a 2 by 2. So that does that. And now we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this is not a real region. Not a real region. Not a real region. Okay. I think we are good. So this is the labyrinth. Let's just double click these. See how they are all touching orthogonally. And there is no 2 by 2. These do not have to touch orthogonally, the walls. But there's only the 1 2 by 2 that is marked. So I think we are good. And now, the next thing that took me a while to notice, I feel, is that all of these X's, so according to this region, and the number being repeated can't be one of the X's, right? Because if this was repeated over here, I mean, it can be the number that's repeated, but it can't repeat to an X. because then we would have two repeated numbers in the same region, right? So this copied over there, for instance, then both those would be the same as well. So this is these are 4 different digits, is what I'm getting at. And then the same thing is true for this one here, right? So these are 3 sets of 10 that are all different digits. And my point of this is that there are 2 sets in gray looking down at it, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. So since there are only 4 normal sets to make 10, we know that double 5 is in the mix, right? And we know so in these cells are every single set of the normal ways to make 10 and a way to make, and a double 5, so we can have our 5th set. Now, if we say, can the double 5 be in yellow? If it was these, then they would have to appear over here in one of these 2. And it wouldn't be able to appear there if it was this one. If it was double 5 here, it wouldn't be able to appear there because this region cannot have a double, cannot have a repeat. It is real. And it wouldn't be able to appear here either because it's already been the repeated vertical column. And so therefore, if it is this one, again, it would not be able to be that one, but it also couldn't be this one because this one is the real region again. So therefore, the double 5s belong to gray. And we know that it has to be in one of these sets, so we can even shorten it to, it has to be in one of those boxes, and then it'll either be there or there, depending. But we know that 5 is being vertically repeated in column 3 here. So another thing is this bottom corner. This cannot be the double 5 set because there's a gray digit missing down here, right? So it must contain 3 digits that are different. So this cannot be double 5. Which also means that 5 is not in this region. Which also means that every other region will have a 5. Every other region will have a 5. So now we can we can think about this region. This cannot be double 5 because we're already using it vertically. This cannot be a 5 because it's going to be somewhere there. So the 5 must be over here in that region. And in this region, it can't be vertical and it can't be with that. So it must be there. And now, this is the other set, whichever, well, it's this one, it's the same as this. And then it's gonna have the repeat right there. Violet will be for vertical. So this is the repeated digit in this column. This is gonna be a 1, 2, 3, or 4. This is gonna be a 4, 6, 4 or 6. This will be a 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is a dot. Cannot be 5. So it'll also be high. And 5 is not yellow. So this will also be high. 6, 7, 8. And this will be a low digit. Oh no. Oh yeah. That'll be a low digit because that's an X there. And then this is consecutive. Okay. Okay, every other I don't think I'm done with my regions. So we can't have a 5 down here, so one of these will be a 5. Which means this one cannot. It means those cannot. It means the 5 will be there. It means the 5 is not here. So one of these will be 5. Which means the 5 cannot be here. Which means the 5 cannot be there. Which means that is 5. Which means this is 4 or 6. This cannot be 5. It is 3 or 7. And then these will be 3 or 7 in suit. In turn, this will be, well, this is a 4 or 6 because of the X. Okay, so we know that 4 is yellow. 4 is yellow, which now removes 5 from there. We know that 6 is yellow. 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 6 because there's no 4 here now. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. This will be 1, 2, 3. this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, but it's not 3, because this is 3, 7 is gray. So this is not 7, that is not 3, that is not 7, that is not 3. So that is still 1, 2, 3. But this is the only spot for 5 in this box. And we know it must contain it because it has the extra digit. So we have 5 as our line for linear, alright? Okay, so we have our row 5, we'll have our vertical 5 somewhere there. This cannot be 5 now. Oops, that is gray. And this is not 5. Okay, so this can, well, that couldn't be 5 anyway. So 5 cannot repeat in this region because it can't go in either one of these. 5 cannot repeat in this region. 5 cannot repeat in this region. Five cannot repeat in this region. Cannot repeat in this region. Cannot repeat in this region. And it can't repeat in this region because it would be vertical again, and we already have one here. 5 cannot repeat in this region either because it can't go there, so 5 must repeat in this region. Five cannot go here. 5 cannot go here. 5 cannot go in both of these. It can go in either one of them, but it can't be the repeat in a row again. So this has to be 5. And then it's going to be red for region in one of these spots, which if this was 5, that would be 4, 6. That would probably be okay. Oh, 5. 5 could be missing from this column though. No, it cannot. 5 is missing from this column already. So 5 cannot miss from this column. So that has to be 5. Because we know that this bottom region, 5 is the one that's missing, because it can't go on any of the X's. So that is our repeated red there, and that will tell us that this cannot be 5, because then we would have another green 5. So that is 5, and that is 5, and that is our violet for vertical one. And this will be our 3, 7, and so will this one. And then this will be 2, 4, 6, 8. But this has to be 4, 6, so that is also 4, 6, and so is that. So there's going to be a repeat down here for the region. It's not going to be those two. So this will be one of them, and then one of them there. But this will also be 3, 7, which means that this one is also our linear, and it can't repeat there because this box is normal, this region is normal, so it goes there. This one cannot be the repeat for this because it's being repeated already horizontally, but 5 cannot be either. But I guess this number maybe. Okay, let me see, do any of these marks, this one cannot be 6. 3. Okay, I think that is okay. So 5, 3, 7, and a low number. Which means that this is 1, 2, and this is 8, 9. I don't know the other set. Well, it'll also be 1, 2, or 8. 1, 2, or 8, 9 though. Oh, so 8, 9 is yellow. 8, 9, 4, 6, and 1 or 2. 8, 9 is yellow though. Because this one that goes with gray, and then this will be the other one. So this gray cannot be 8, 9. So it is 7. This is 3. This is 2 or 4. I guess that is fine. A 3. Oh, this will have a 2 in it, regardless. A 2. Okay. So this is 1, 2. The gray yellow X's are going to be the same all the way around the board because we can't borrow, like if we had a repeated 3, then that would have to be gray. If we had the repeated of this number, then we couldn't take it from the other set. So everywhere that gray yellow is going to be 1, 2, or 8, 9. Alright. This is 3, 7. And then this will be 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 5. Oh, 5 can't go here because it's there. So that is 5. And that is not. So then this is 1, 3, can't be 5, 7, 9. It can't be 9. 9 is yellow. 1 I'm unsure of at the moment. Okay. So 5s are completely done as far as row, column, and region. But I'm probably missing, right, this one can't be 5 because we've already had the linear 1. So this cannot be, oh no, it could repeat though. This digit could repeat. Just still make it a 4, 6 possibility. Oh, and in fact, there are, this X is looking at 2 others. And there's only 2 full sets, so there will be a repeat in this X, but it'll have to go to here or here. Not there. So one of these digits either get copied there or there. Okay. I think we wait on that. Oh, also, this is a real row. And 2, oh, 2 is gray. Right. So that is 2. That is 2 because we know that no matter what this is, it must be consecutive. And if it's a 1, it has to be 2. If it's a 2, it's also obviously 2. But if it's a 3, it has to be 2. So our gray numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7. Makes that 8. Makes that 8. Makes that 2. 2, 8. 2, 8. And that's it. And this is our real column. And 7 cannot go here. Oh wait, is this real column? Yeah, it is. 7 cannot go here. It must have all 4. So that must be 7. And that gets copied there. And there. That is 3. That is 3. This is now 6. That is now 4. Two, 3, 2, 3, 5, 7. There needs to be a 7 in this column, but it can't be there. It's already been horizontal, so that is 7. That is also our region, red, duplicate for that region. Oh, here's another 2, 8 I missed. That is 2 and 8. And 3 is the other gray. This is a real row, so that is 7. I'm not going to trust my marks for reds. And this is 2 or 4, but 2 is not yellow. Okay, so that takes 2 away from here. And it also takes 8 away from there. Because 2 is gray, so that couldn't have been 8. So that is 4, 6. This can still be 4, 6 if it's a repeat. So we leave that. But this is a real row, so those are actually... Oh, then we know this is 2, don't we? And this is an actual combo wombo, because row 2 is real. So what numbers are we missing is 1, 9. So those are 1, 9. 1 is not gray. Is there anywhere else I can take that out? Don't think so. Okay. Alright. Now, this then has to be 3. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we've missed 5. Oh, I think 5 is done though. Okay, what can we copy here? 7 has already been copied. 5 has already been copied. This is 2 or 3. 3. Neither one have been copied vertical or horizontal yet. So this can be 1 or 4. And then this will be 6 or 9. So that seems okay. Oh, but 4... This is not a row for copying 4. A gray gets copied there. So that's a 1, 9. And now one of these are going to be the vertical. Or can 4, 6 cannot flip-flop because then... Or wait a minute, can they? Maybe they can. I'm gonna hold off on that. The 4, 6 could... I'm not sure. If these No, it can't be 4, 6 again. Yeah, right. So these are 1, 9. So this must copy to one of those. Don't know which one yet. But it will be one of them. Right, so this one... I'm waiting. Oh, this cannot be 2. 2 is gray. So we'll make that 4. 4, this is not a column or a repeat of yellow. So that is 6. Row 2 here is real, so that is 4. 4 cannot copy vertically because 1, 9 is going to be the copy. So that is 6, and that is 4. And that gives us 4 for our red region mark. And then the rest, which is 6 and 8, goes there. Alright, the 6 I just got in column 2 is going to give me a 7 here and a 3 there, which will give me a 2 or 4. 2 is gray though, so that is 4, and now that is 3, and now this is a 6 or 8, which could be either one, but it is going to be the copy in the row, and these 3s are a copy in that row, which means they cannot be the copy up here, so that is 2, and now these are the copy for that row. My gosh. And this must be none of those can copy. So this is 6 or 9. So it must be 9 because this is not a column for a copied yellow. And then this will be 1 or 8. But it can't be 8 because that would be 2. So that is 1, and that is 9. But the 1 or the 9, I think either one of them are still good to copy for region. Okay. 6 or 8, 2, 8, 4. Has 4 been copied horizontally? 4 could not go there because it's already been copied in region. 4 cannot go here because it's already been copied in region. So this is a 1, 9. Oh, well, there's also a consecutive dot right here that I overlooked. So that is 1 regardless, because 3 is gray. So we just know 1, 9. I feel like I should probably be able to narrow this down, but I'm not sure. Because I think 9 could probably be horizontally copied. Oh, this might be the no, this one is real. This row. So these are an actual pair. Whatever that is worth. But this will have no... Oh, so this yellow does not have a... cannot have a repeat. It could still be missing a 6 though, and this could still be 1 9. It is a 1 9 or 6. This cannot be 3 or 7 or 5. So it is a 2. Oh, and 3 is the region here. 2 is a violet for vertical. Four, 3 is consecutive. That's good. That's good. This is 4, 6. Have I had a vertical 4 yet? I don't believe so. Okay. I've had a region 4 though. Can I rule out 4, 6 from here? This cannot be 4 because I know it's going to be the repeat. So that is 6. And now it'll repeat either. It can repeat to the same row. Oh, if it repeats here, it's repeating 1, 2, 3, 4. It cannot repeat there, because if it did, there would be a repeat in this row, but it is the missing row for yellow, so that cannot be a 6, that is 4, which makes this a not only a region, but also line for linear. So this is a 1, 9. And then this is a 2, 8. And it has to be 2. Because 8 is yellow. 1, 9. Now... I don't think that'll... Oh, this is also real, so it is 4 here. Oh, this is real as well, isn't it? So that's 1, 6. Okay. We've had... What numbers can this one be? Probably all of them at this point. That isn't a repeated. This one has had its repeat for the region though. So it cannot be 1 or 4. So it's 6, 8, or 9. Can be any of those, I think. Okay. Why couldn't it have been 1? Oh, because we've had our repeated region, right. I literally just said that. Okie on the dokie. Oh, we have a dot here. That obviously cannot be 9. So the 1 is being repeated vertically. Okay. Which doesn't... these are... Oh, right, this is a real row, a real column. So those are gonna be... This can't be a 1 though, because we've had our region again. So that is 6, that is 1, plus 6 was not consecutive to 2, so should have already had that anyway. But we cannot copy 1 vertically again. This was 1, 9 only, so it is 9. This is 1. Now we have had our region 1. Have we had vertical 4? We have not. I see no purple. I see no violet in this row yet. And the violet must be on yellow. But it's going to be here. It can't be 6 because the 3 is a repeat in that box. It can be 8 or 9 though. And I don't think I've had either one of those yet. So, that is okay. For the time being. I've had 1 repeated in region and vertical. Oh, I've had 4, 6. 4 and 6 in region, so that is 1, 9. Well, that's 1. Why am I not looking? I'm just overlooking the white dots at this point. Fine. It do happen. This cannot be a 4 or a 6 or a 1. It could be a 9. Oh no, it cannot. It cannot be a 4 or a 6 because we have a vertical in this column. Same with 9. Same with 1. So that is an 8. I guess the other way to look at it was this was missing a yellow number. It had to be 8. Right. So, oh, our 2 is our region here. Didn't even notice that. I'm not noticing a lot today. Can the 4... This is 4 or 6. It cannot be 6 because we've had our region, so that is 4. And 4 can be colored lime for linear. And this cannot be 4, cannot be 6. It cannot be, oh, what number gets copied? A yellow number gets copied. If this was 9, it would be all 3 of them. That would be kind of cool. It would be linear, vertical, and region. Let's say what? Oh, this one is missing a 3. Is that important in any way? All the rest have to have a 3. Has 3 been repeated vertically? Or 7? Oh, 7 has been repeated vertically. It doesn't matter though, because there's no 7 up there. But does that matter? What about this? Two cannot be repeated vertically. 5 cannot be repeated vertically. 3 but can this be 7? Or does it have to be 7? Well, it is 2. It's 2 or 7. It has to be one of them because here's 5 and 3. And we've already had the region with 4. But 2 has already been repeated vertically. So that must be 7. And since this is 3 or 7, 7 has already been done vertically. So those 2 are the vertical 3 that, well, look here, another white dot that would have given me 7 there. How about that? It's okay, I did it the harder way. Alrighty. Now, this cannot be a vertical number. 1 and 9 I'm seeing. It can't be a vertical because our vertical's right there. So that is 6. And I think 4, I forgot to mark. Pink, violet, for vertical. So that one cannot be 4. Okay, and this one needs a repeated digit. It cannot be 4. Okay, can it be 1? No, we've already had our region repeat for 1. It cannot be 4, we've already had our region repeat for it. 6, we've already had our region repeat for 6. So this is 8 or 9. And I think it could still be either of those. I don't see any colors on 9. I don't see any colors on 8 yet. Okay. Where is Okay, there's a green in that row, a green in that row. This is gonna be 6 or 8. It can't be 6. Okay, our 6 has been right there. So this is 8, which is our other green right there. Other lime for linear. Oh my gosh, there was a 2 right there. Oh, I already knew that. Okay, that wasn't the important bit. I already had that marked as 8. All good. Settle down. It's still 8 or 9. It can still be either one. I've had no red 8 yet. Okay, so what is this then? Let's just do it in full. It is 1, 4, 6, 8, 9. 1. It could be, yeah, it could be 1. It cannot be 4. It could be 6. I think it could be 8. And it could be 9. Okay. What about as far as linear? Oh, 6 and 8. Eight cannot be linear here. So this is 6. 6 and 8, neither one can be linear. So that is 8. Can't be repeated again. And 8 cannot repeat here. So that is 9. Now we do have vertical 9. So we cannot have another vertical 9, which is there and there. So those are now 8 and 1. Hey! Oh my gosh. So that still says 2 because I did this yesterday, but my audio didn't work. Which is also why this number is relatively low, because it was much higher than that yesterday. You can believe me. But this will save me some upload time, so that's good. But yeah, this was a very nice puzzle, Patrick. Very difficult, but very good. I did enjoy it. I didn't even realize I was at the end there again, because it was a lot of concentration needed for this one for sure. But check it out yourself in the link below. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.